My name is Lucy Erb. I am a sculpture major and I'll be graduating in, this May 2016. The name of the show is Quixotic. It's a sculpture show, so we're all sculpture majors and there are 7 artists. I have 6 pieces in Quixotic and they vary from painting to sculpture, woods and fiber and pretty much everything. My work is based on this idea, I guess I call it the subconscious sea, which relates to the ocean, the galaxy, and our mind, or specifically the subconscious. And I chose those things because they're the 3 most mysterious things that we deal with, and yet they're so familiar to us. We interact with them so often. I like to work with cultural symbolism and kind of the psychology of how we perceive things through nature and the beauty that that provides. Well, the fish behind me are one of the most troublesome pieces that I've dealt with, mostly because it was a completely new technique and a new material for me. I used a water jet cutter in order to get all the shapes. I dedicated pretty much the entire last semester to trying to figure out the right way to cut it and the right way to budget it in order to accomplish the piece. And I had a lot of help from professors and friends and other sculpture majors who helped me figuring out a good way to cut them so that I could get it done in a decent amount of time, and a lot, because I need to do quite a few of them to make a school of fish. The words inside the fish are part of a new direction that I'm going in, where I want to involve people in making my art and get their input in things and get a little piece of the community into my art. And so the words inside of them are all hopes and dreams written by random members of the community. And I asked around Facebook, email, just random people, and typed up what they said and put them on the inside. Each fish has usually about a complete dream in them. That's why they have different varying sizes of the bellies. And it was anything from hopes and dreams to nightmares to random dreams they had the night before to just aspirations. A lot of people were excited to be involved. It did take a little bit of coaxing because people weren't sure exactly what to write. Sometimes they'd write just one sentence and then I'd have to fill a fish with more than one dream, or even just one word. I had a couple of those on Facebook, but over time I got a pretty good response. Mostly family members were the ones that actually wrote up a really good amount of text, but all the dreams that I got were amazing and super appreciated. When we first found out that our show was going to be in February and we're all sculpture artists and our pieces, most of the pieces in here were full semester pieces. People, will do only 2 or 3 and a lot of times only 1 piece during a semester. And so we knew we weren't going to be able to make anything new, and we knew we were all from completely different backgrounds with different ideas in our work. And so we just started looking up on Google things that mean random or relate to random. And as we're going through that chain of searches, we get to this word quixotic, and it originates from the story of Don Quixote, who was an old man that decided that he was going to dress up as a knight and go off and save the world. And it, keeps going with a bunch of random stories and these really bizarre adventures. And I think the kind of hopeless idealism that was in that story and the over-idealistic idea, which is a little bit negative of a way to view the art world, but we felt like that kind of idea of adventure and fantasy and idealism all resonated with our art, and so it was something that kind of pulled us all together into this band of adventurers and setting out into the art world. Well, I think with a show you really, having a good amount of pieces is important, but having good pieces is even more important. You can fill a gallery with, whatever, you find, but when you have strong artists that have a direction, it really pulled our show together. For incoming art students, do your work and do it well, because you never know what you're going to have to dig through in order to put in your show. If it's, we were the third show, there were people that went even earlier than us. And if they didn't have, work, and if we didn't have good work that we'd done in the past, this show wouldn't have been as good as it was. And it turned out really good because everyone had been working on their ideas, their ideals, and their themes for the past semesters. More than just last semester, they've been working on these for, a couple years. Right. A lot of people ask, because my art is like super ocean themed, like, oh, are you from back east? Have you spent a lot of time with the ocean? And I've never been scuba diving, I've never been sailing, and I've been fishing in the canal like twice. I grew up here in Gilbert, and I think that's one of the things that connects the ocean with such a sense of mystery and the unknown for me. And the subconscious is such a mystery and the unknown, and having not spent a lot of time around the ocean just makes it this beautiful, strange place where I would like to explore, but can really only do so in my imagination.